So, alcohol and other drugs in the workplace. Obviously, working under the direct influence of alcohol and other drugs at work is very risky, but don't forget that there are after effects of using which can also negatively impact the workplace. For example, being hungover or exhausted from a big weekend can have an impact on your ability to concentrate, think, or react quickly and make good decisions. So, this could lead to errors and mistakes or even serious harm in the workplace. So, that's quite dangerous. So, let's find out. So, why do people misuse substances? So, people use drugs and alcohol for many reasons: to relax, to have fun, socialize, cope with problems, maybe escape life, or dull their emotional, physical pain. But using substances to cope doesn't make problems go away. And obviously, it can make them worse or add new problems to the mix. Becoming dependent on drugs in order to cope, rather than getting help or finding positive solutions, can create longer term problems. So, how do substances affect our health? Substance abuse and addiction can have short term and long term impacts on physical, mental, social, and financial health. So, if you should get help if you're experiencing these effects, like in your physical health, like nausea, aches and pains, sleep problems, weight gain or weight loss, infections, accidents, illness, or chronic disease. So it can have an effect on your mental health, for example, with depression, anxiety, paranoia, or psychosis. And it can affect your personal relationships, like your family. There's arguments, relationship breakdown, loss of friends, for example. It can have effects on your work or financials, like job loss, trouble at work or study, debt, unemployment. And it also can have social impacts, like you lose interest in things that you used to like, or you participate less in social activities. There might be criminal problems or antisocial behaviors or isolation. So what can you do? Well, first of all, it's actually difficult to accept that there is a problem, and it's also tricky to ask for help sometimes. So you've got to be honest with yourself and others and get help and the support you need. So it's the first step would be to recognize when your substance use has become a problem. Realizing and accepting that there is abuse and potentially addiction to substances is the first step to finding help. We also need to find alternative coping strategies. Sometimes we're using substances to cope with life or escape personal problems, and we need to find other ways to manage the situation and deal with life's stresses and pressures. By dealing with other problems in your life, you can make it easier to recover and not relapse. Also, deal with the setbacks and keep going. Recovery can be long and difficult road. Expect some setbacks and don't focus on failures. Focus on a plan and understand your triggers and how to best respond to them in future. Well, the best step would be to get support. Getting through this on your own can be very difficult. So talk to your friends, your family, your doctor, and other health professionals, or a telephone helpline about your substance use. That would be the first step. You might need to try a number of options before you find what works for you, but it's really important to keep trying.